Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first of two big title matches this week on NWA Anarchy. We have the world's television champion, Truitt Fields, the man who has held that championship since September of last year. The opponent comes in the form of a former world's television champion, but perhaps based on what we've seen here, especially that interview I conducted with Truitt Fields not that long ago here on Anarchy Television, not exactly Hayden Young or Jeff Lewis expected. Still another former world's television champion in the form of the returning Brandon Phoenix.
I don't think there's a person in this building that was expecting this. I mean, I'd heard rumors, but I mean, for Brandon Phoenix, after taking, 5 months off and just returning and getting a shot at the television championship of the world just because he's a former champion, I mean, more power to him, but, I mean, really, he's taking Jeff Lewis' shot.
Well, he could very well be taking Hayden Young's shot.
No, he's taking Jeff Lewis' shot. Hayden Young,
Well, at least we did hear from Brandon Phoenix that he captured that world's television title for what would be the third time in his career, that he would be willing to give Jeff Lewis or Hayden Young a shot at the title if between the two of them they can ever figure out exactly who the number one contender is, which I seem to have heard that somewhere before, perhaps from the world's television champion himself, Truitt Fields.
Well, I have a way that we can settle this whole number one contendership thing. You let me flip a coin. Jeff Lewis, if it lands on heads, he gets the television title shot. If it lands on tails, Hayden Young doesn't get the television title shot.
Do you ever listen to yourself?
All the time.
Well, you obviously don't pay any attention to it. Right now, Brandon Phoenix in control, but that quickly countered by the television champion of the world, Truitt Fields. Beautiful crucifix slam, and Hayden Young, Brandon Phoenix quickly retreating. I'm sure, as I was fixing to say, Hayden Young and Jeff Lewis certainly watching this match, because whoever leaves here, the world television champion, Hayden Young or Jeff Lewis still wants a shot at that title.
Well, the thing about it is, who's going to leave with this television championship? I mean, the thing about it is, I know Brandon Phoenix. Brandon Phoenix is a very admirable man, and I know he'll give Jeff Lewis that shot if he's to defeat Truitt Fields here. I can't say anything about Truitt Fields. I think the man's a flimsy artist. I think he's wishy-washy, and I think he's scared to give Jeff Lewis a shot at Jeff Lewis' television championship.
That world television title, big power slam here too, and only a 2 count. And speaking of the feature presentation, Jeff Lewis, you can see him in frame now, coming out, and that distracting the world's television champion, Truitt Fields.
Now look at Jeff Lewis here. Jeff Lewis just watching on, not doing anything wrong.
Oh yeah, he's taking off his sunglasses and his jacket because he wants a better look here. Out comes the attraction, Hayden Young. And Jeff Lewis backs off.
That's a nice hairdo if you're a Kiwi or going to the electric chair.
And right now, Hayden Young backs away. But Hayden Young and Jeff Lewis both out here now more as observers to a world's television championship match, a title both of these men would love to have back in their possession. But right now, neither Jeff Lewis nor Hayden Young, if all is well with the world, will be a factor in this contest. It is simply Truitt Fields and Brandon Phoenix one-on-one, and right now Brandon Phoenix with the advantage. He has that neck vice.
I would pay more attention to Hayden Young. Hayden Young is more apt to interfere in this match, to cause some kind of disqualification because he's jealous and he can't get a shot at the television championship. Jeff Lewis wants to see a clear-cut winner, and he wants to be able to go man-to-man, face-to-face with that winner and challenge him for the title.
Truitt Fields fighting back here. Rookie mistake out of Brandon Phoenix. Lowered his head, took his eyes off the ball. The world's television champion took advantage. Right now, thumb to the eye. And Brandon Phoenix, who has never had a problem fracturing the occasional rule, trying to take some control. The clothesline is dug. Both men are on the clothesline, and both men are down.
What rule was fractured, sir?
The thumb in the eye.
That's a great scientific move. Greco-Roman eye lock. I love it.
All right.
You don't pay attention to these things, do you? We're in an Olympic year, and I mean, NBC is looking for people to cover the Olympics for them, and they're obviously not going to call you because you don't know about the Greco-Roman eye lock.
At any rate, folks, referee Ken Wallace administering his count, the crowd firmly behind the world's television champion. Jeff Lewis looking on with what I can only describe as disinterest. Hayden Young looking on as well from ringside. Truitt Fields firing back. Truitt Fields, high hip lock takeover. Now sets his man up, inverted atomic drop. Truitt Fields, shoulder block. Got some elevation, hook of the leg, 2. And only a 2 count, says referee Ken Wallace.
Well, Truitt Fields is getting a little frustrated here, thinking that he should have Brandon Phoenix, already dispatched this match, already put away. But Brandon Phoenix is fighting it out.
Setting up here for the killing Fields. Brandon Phoenix had that move well scouted. He sets the man up, has him up. Oh, good grief. Planted him. Face first. 1, 2. And just a 2 count.
Greg Hunter, that right there, Ken Walrus was way out of position. That should have already been a 3 count. We should have a new television championship. And just imagine the scientific classic it would be with Brandon Phoenix against Jeff Lewis. 2 of the greatest minds of our time.
Good grief. Measuring up, right hands. He got caught. Killing Fields. 1, 2. That will do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match, and still world's television champion, Truitt Fields.
Wait just a second. Jeff Lewis snatched the world's television title belt away from referee Ken Wallace and just used it to Pearl Harbor Truitt Fields. Hayden Young getting rid of Jeff Lewis.
I see no such thing. I see Hayden Young with the belt.
What I saw was Jeff Lewis snatch that title belt out of the hands of Ken Wallace and then attack Truitt Fields with it. Hayden Young coming to the rescue, looking at that world's television title with some level of want, desire, and I have the feeling that Truitt Fields thinks the same thing that you claim. I think that he believes, it's obvious that he believes that Hayden Young is the one that clocked him. Hayden Young holding the proverbial smoking gun here, folks.
Well, you know what? If you're holding the gun, you shot the man. He hit him with the championship.
He did no such thing.
I was cleaning out my contacts when that happened. I missed it all.